Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets, and happy International IPA Day. Or I hope you had a happy International IPA Day because you're going to see this after. Because I had already some stuff scheduled. But I'm shooting this on International IPA Day because it's IPA Day, you should have an IPA. Usually I'd be at Wacken this time of year, but unfortunately I am not this time of year because we usually shoot the IPA Day at Wacken, having fun there. So recently, Lagunitas came back to Denmark after being gone for a few years, and they brought back with them a few releases that have become really popular. A release in particular that I have gotten so many requests to review, over the years, since probably 2010 or 11. I think it's 2010 they made it for the first time. This is none other, guys, than the Lagunitas Sucks Brown Sugar Substitute Ale. Seriously, this is one of the most requested beers to be reviewed on my channel, and I've never been able to review it, which I finally can. So, also gotta give a big thanks to bestofbeers.dk for this bad boy. They have it on their webshop right now, along with lots of other Lagunitas products, so check out their webshop. The link for it is in the description below. So, this is an 8% double IPA on 63.21 IBUs with, barley, wheat, oat, and rye malt. And they have a pretty interesting, more old school hop bill on this one, which should be interesting. It's made with Chinook, Simcoe, Apollo, Summit, Nugget, and HBC 342 hops. So an experimental hop that's apparently tropical, citrusy, and melony. So sounds, not melony like the name, put melon forward. But should be really interesting. I think it's a year-round release right now, and for some reason I can't find a bottled on or a best before date on this. It's kind of smidged on here, so that kind of sucks. But I hope it's not super old, because IPAs are best fresh. So it should be interesting to try this. Is this going to be a West Coast IPA? I remember back in the day, or a juicy West Coast IPA or whatever, because I remember back in the day people went nuts for this beer in reviews. A lot of people said oh, this is one of the best newer IPAs and whatnot. And the price point is also very, very good. That's one of the things with Lagunitas. Their prices are not super high, which is pretty damn awesome. I really like that. So I can smell the beer in the room already. Holy crap, there's a lot of head on this bad boy. Maybe I should stop. Leave the rest for later. But that looks like your classic kind of West Coast IPA. So it's got some chill haze on it, but other than that, it's like a clear golden color. They must not have used too much caramel malt and whatnot because it's a nice golden color, which is awesome, always an awesome sign. Huge 3-finger, just white eggshell white head. Let's check out the aroma. That reminds me of something like Ruin 10 or old school Ruination or something like that. Maybe not Ruin 10, but Simcoe Caddy dankness. This smells like a really nice West Coast IPA. A little bit of malt to it. There's definitely some spicy rye notes and a touch of caramel malt, bready malt sweetness. It's more subtle than malt backbone, which is nice. It's not one of these big, more caramelly malt backbones. But definitely West Coast. That biting grapefruit, pithy grapefruit, grapefruit peel, oranges, sweet citrus fruits in general, maybe a hint of lemon lime, some pine, resin, dankness. It does have some tropical notes too. I'm not really picking up melon that the experimental hop should give off, but yeah, pretty much smells like classic West Coast IPA, but fairly fresh too. So awesome stuff. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. And thanks a ton to Best of Beers for the beer. Oh, that's huge. Actually, no way near as bitter as many West Coast IPAs. But it's 63 IBUs, so that's not a ton for a double IPA, but that's really drinkable. That's really refreshing. That's a beer that I would probably be insanely mind blown over if I had it 3-4 years ago. But it's still really nice. This is one of those West Coast IPAs that are just really, really nice and not too malt forward and whatnot. And it's funny, I like drinking the West Coast IPAs fairly cold, whereas the New England ones I'd like to just sit out just for a bit, which is interesting because they don't have as much malt flavor compared to something like this. Yeah, this is good. Nice, medium mouthfeel, slight chewiness. You do get a touch of that bready, sweet malt, slight caramel malt flavor, some spicy rye. So the malt backbone is there. This is one of the IPAs for you guys who want a balanced IPAs and not like juicy hop banger. But it's still definitely got some nice juicy hops, and it tastes fairly fresh. It's probably, like, judging by the flavors I'm picking up right now, it's max 1.5 to 2 months, I think. Because there isn't really that tea leaf hop flavor or anything. Maybe just a smidge, but it's more on the aroma. Flavor is just dead on West Coast. Simcoe is really shining through with a grapefruit pineapple kind of twang to it, but lots of bitter grapefruit, pithy grapefruit biting into a grapefruit like rind almost, with orange, with a tangerine note, a little bit of pine, especially on the aftertaste, and then like that nice dankness, like catty dankness on the back end. Like the dankness is definitely on the back end on this one. By the way, if you noticed, some of you might have, is it this eye? A little yellowish. I was fighting a table not too long ago. Be careful when you headbang and a table is near you. Let me tell you that. But this is good. Rating wise, 93. Really nice double IPA. More old school West Coast, but with some nice juicy tones. Really dig it. Really dig it. Good stuff, guys. So if you get the chance, check out the Lagunitas Sucks. Well, I'm probably the last guy on here to check it out. So you guys, I know you've had it. Let me know what you think of it, because I know pretty much everyone here has had it. Would be great to get this in 6-packs or something. Good stuff. Happy IPA day, guys. And as always, remember to subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Leave a like and a comment. And I'm going to say cheers in this delicious beer and enjoy it for IPA day with some chicken Alfredo. And see you guys in another beer review.